What's going on, everybody? This is a segment from the Nerdgasm Talk podcast. If you like podcasts, well, why don't you come join us as the crew gets silly and Philly while we sit to talk about the latest in comics, games, movies, and all things pop culture. You guys can listen to our whole show on all the podcasts apps. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you guys get your podcasts from. And make sure you guys also support the channel by subscribing to the Nerd Coalition Studios. And for the gaming needs, make sure you subscribe to Nerd Coalition Level Up. This is the Nerd Coalition. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And now, feel the Nerdgasm. On Hulu, they got these new 20th Century Studios movies that they got, because 20th Century Fox is with Disney now. But they had a movie that came out last year, I believe it was, Vacation.
I don't remember the exact date, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was that year, or it may have been 2021. I'm not really sure. Vacation Friends, starring Laurel, John Cena as the two main leads. We watched it last year, and I actually thought it was funny.
Yeah, the first one was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I actually thought it was kind of funny. So when I heard the news that they was making a second one, the first thing I thought of was, why?
Yeah.
But then I said, okay, the first one surprised me. So I said, okay, now then, since they have actually become friends, and now that Cena and his wife have a baby, I was like, okay, this thing is really about to be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of vibe I was getting from it. And then I was like, okay, so we're going to hashtag and check this movie out, stuff like that. So we watched the movie the other day, but now the question we had to ask ourselves is, was it good? Was it not good? Did it meet expectations? Was it funny? Was it all these kinds of things? So we're about to get into that right now when we talk about Vacation Friends 2. So I, off the bat, Quattro, you see the first Vacation Friends, right?
Absolutely, I saw both of the movies.
Okay, how did you feel about the first one?
I liked the first one. I thought it was funny. I think it was surprisingly funny. It was the type of genre, like, I don't know if I'm going to watch this. Then I was like, all right, let me just sit down and watch it. And then I was glad I watched it.
Okay, I just pulled it up. Vacation Friends was 2021, 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
I feel like everybody watched Vacation Friends for the same reason, just like out of curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Lil Rel and John Cena. What?
Same here. Same
Yep.
here. Oh, I was just like, why? Okay, so.
But with that, I'm gonna take my leave because I don't want to be spoiled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't say better.
So just text me when this is done.
Okay.
My fault, y'all. I'm breaking the fourth wall. My fault, y'all.
No problem at all. So I was like, okay, so everybody returns back for their role. Meredith Hanger returns back as John Cena's wife.
I did not know that lady's name.
Right?
Yvonne Orji.
Yes, Yvonne Orji.
Yeah, she returns back as Lil Rel's wife. Apparently, because I have to watch the first one again. Because did I overlook Carlos Santos, the Mexican guy from the first one?
Mario?
Yeah.
I think he was in the first one. I don't remember him.
The bellhop, when they checked in.
That's right.
Yes,
At the
okay.
hotel. They did say that in the beginning of the movie.
That's correct. Okay. But now we are adding a couple new characters in here as well. Steve, oh God, how do you pronounce his name?
Lucci?
Buscemi?
Yeah, Buscemi, yes. Okay, yeah.
That's his name.
Yes.
The Adam Sandler man?
Yes.
He was in the wrong movie. Go ahead.
He need to be in that one either.
No, but that's his.
So when I seen him, and they also had Ronnie Ching in this one also, who's
from Megan.
Yeah, and I was like, so we added some new characters in here, and this time
he's a dick and everything. I'm sorry.
Like seriously is. This time Marcus.
I like him.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I do. I like characters like that.
Marcus is him and his wife. Okay, let me get you. And Emily.
Emily, yes.
Yeah, are on a vacation and they're actually thinking about having a child. They are going to retreat, and then they also do bring Cena, who Ron and Kayla.
Can I just also say, as a random quick aside, she does not strike me as an Emily.
At all.
And no, it's not just because she black, but she just don't strike me as an Emily. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You know, they go and actually go on this retreat, but secretly Marcus has this special meeting to help. What was it, his contractor business?
Yeah, pretty much boost his business.
Yeah, that he was going on. Hopefully, that by the time they at least party with Ron and Kayla, they be out of there in time for the meet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But things don't work out that way, especially when Kayla's father comes up on the retreat with them.
Mm-hmm.
That's so random.
That gets the whole part of the movie. So, I start off. If there's any good in here that I do like, is I do like that I feel as though from the first one, amongst the four of them, only I like the chemistry of it. I'm not saying it's something that's dropped in. It's just like, oh man, it's the best chemistry I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like the banter.
It works.
Yeah, that they had, especially the banter that they created from the first movie,
mm-hmm.
and also John Cena to me is just growing as an actor.
He is, even though they was like, we're not gonna make him a complete idiot in this one. I was just like, okay, I guess.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I'll get to it. Is there anything, Quattro, that you personally like before I just get into?
I like the bellhop. I like the bellhop. I like the other dude being a jerk. That was really it, to be honest.
I think because we got the bellhop sparingly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was. Oh, he was fine. The whole baby joke got redundant for me.
Mm-hmm.
Of him being stuck, stuck with the kids and watching. I was like, okay, that's kind of redundant for me.
That was his role.
I mean, I get that was his role, but I mean, but my God, and then maybe that whole being a drug kingpin banter at the end, maybe.
It was bordering on Tyler Perry scene length. Like, this is going on too long.
A little bit too long.
Mm-hmm.
But from that on, that had to be it because I wasn't feeling this movie.
Mm-mm.
This movie didn't need to happen. Let's just say that.
Everything does not need a sequel.
Yeah.
Right.
And me sleeping on the movie and wake up the night, I was like, man, I don't think I like that. And the big reason, at least for me, of why I did not like that movie was Reese.
Steve Buscemi.
Yes.
He definitely he tanked the movie for me. I'm sorry.
I didn't care for him in this movie at all, bro. And I don't even know if it's him.
It's him.
I don't know.
It's him. I'm sorry.
Part.
I'm sorry.
I apologize. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I don't know if it's just the part of adding that aspect of the movie in. I just didn't care for any of it.
That I think is me. It's not him. Like him as an actor, I don't. I'm indifferent to him as an actor in the movie. His role in the movie and everything being so centralized around him to some extent for a large majority of the movie is what killed it for me.
Yeah, I mean, his body work. Let me apologize about that because he does have a decent body work. He was in Boardwalk Empire. He was in Reservoir Dogs. Mm-hmm. He has a body of work.
But right now, he's the Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I'm saying, but for what he was to this movie as her father, and as he was keep getting trouble, he take this movie from me.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the biggest complaints I had about the movie, I was just like, what is the one cardinal sin you can have about a comedy movie?
It's not funny.
It's not funny.
Mm-hmm.
And when he came in there, automatically, Ron's character, John Cena's character, Ron, was trying to be like the upstanding son-in-law and show and impress him, which automatically takes one of the funny parts of the first movie away.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now, when you have that problem, so now Marcus Lorel has nothing to bounce off of, and now all his fucking motherfuckers is going towards Reese, which is not a good banter at all.
He's not a vacation friend
at all. And then they had the baby, and I thought when they had the baby, it was going to be some wild and crazy shit that was going to be happening.
Like, I really thought, like, the baby was going to just keep getting lost, and kind of like how in the beginning of the movie, when, you know, she was like, I found a baby crawling under a table. I was like, oh, we're going to have more of these incidents or something like that.
Yeah, it was going to be like almost like a baby's day out in a type of way. And to the point where, since Marcus and Emily we thought wanted a child, that was going to make her steer away from not wanting a child. But the whole Reese being a spoilers, the whole thing about Reese being a drug dealer and a bad one at that, and getting everybody in his trouble and is consistently lying, I felt and cared about none of it. None of it.
Nope, our big laughs was supposed to be, hey, look, they going to try to surf this big wave. Oh, neither one of them could do it. Ha, ha, ha.
But even still, that was not as funny as the first one when they went skydiving. And I'm just saying, it just wasn't funny at all. And I was like, I'm not even chuckling. Okay, on a lot of things.
There was only a few times where I was like, I can't even think of it right now because I just had it on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
But the one where they was drinking.
Okay, yeah.
And dude walked up and was like,
Yeah, that was funny.
That was funny. But it was
when
just
the guy
like,
almost literally died. That was funny.
There was so many. There was like little small moments in there.
But you know what? To cut you off real quick, I didn't mean to cut you off. But who was in that scene?
Johnson.
It was he was being who he was in the first movie,
and Lil Rose,
which caused it to be funny. And that's just the point I was making. But go ahead.
No, I'm saying, like, I agree. Cause what he was doing there is the stuff that we were getting in the first movie. And I'm not saying that he's not allowed to evolve and grow or whatever. It's just
but that's
the whole thing was the premise of the movie.
Look,
like,
he got a movie called Freelance about to come out. That's what you evolve for. This is what your role is now. This is what the Rock. He can still grow in the fact of still being even funny. Like, I felt as though when they was in that big metal tanker and he was smoking the weed to get them out of there, that should have been even more funnier. But automatically Reese took it all away from him because he was too busy trying to impress Reese.
Yeah.
And I said, no, this is not good. This is not funny, and everybody got castrated by him. And I remember even Prime text you since like, yo, fuck the dad.
Yo, watching this movie, like you guys seen Hot Tub Time Machine?
Yes, I actually have that one. Yeah.
Have you seen Hot Tub Time Machine 2?
I refuse to.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like, why is this here? We don't need you. We can just stay right here. But it continues. It doesn't matter. We don't need you.
It's kind of like Neighbors 2.
Yeah, we did not need that movie at all.
And I was like, I like the first Neighbors. It's okay to just be. They had a movie Neighbors. I don't need a Neighbors 2. You know what I'm saying? I just need,
It's so sad because it's like, you want a movie to do well, because that's the whole nature of the business. But then when it does, then they're like, well, let's make another one. I'm like, oh God, please.
That is a huge problem. You're right.
Can we not do that?
I will personally recommend that you guys go back and watch the first one and leave it at that. I mean, if you want to check on, because like you're a movie guy like myself, then I understand that. But I'm just saying, but right now, me personally, I would just stick with the first one. And when it comes to my rating, I would honestly be like catching at a barbershop.
I agree. Same rating.
Yeah.
So overall, for those who know what that means, that's a D. It's just there.
It's not like the movie. It's not like the movie wasn't well made. It's not like it ain't a Tubi movie.
Oh no.
It's just not it's an unfunny comedy.
Right.
And you might get some laughs in there. And maybe you have a different sense of humor and it is super funny to you. But it's just the movie itself, the layout, the plot, the things that were meant to be comedic devices.
Yeah, which they put in the trailer, like the whole snorting your mom thing. I was like, I could have just kept that. Y'all shouldn't have put that in the trailer.
Y'all could have left it alone. The whole mom thing was unnecessary.
But I'm gonna say, but with those kind of jokes, they only work once. And I'm not no comedian. I'm just saying, but that kind of joke right there, it only works once. Let the audience see that when they're watching the movie.
Yeah.
When they see it in the trailer, you had the natural reaction, like I did when I first see the trailer, like what? Now it's gone, because like I'm like, oh god, we know what that is.
Yeah.
And that's just unfortunate. So, yes, Vacation Friends 2, don't need to see it, but I would recommend going back to the first Vacation Friends. It's sad because that's the one I wanted to review, and I never got a chance to when it first came out. That's okay. I'm gonna make sure I review the second one. Well, here it is. Not good.